Hi guys, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me for this tarot read. We're going to go ahead and jump on into it. And I will let you guys know too, this is going to be another general read. So it may or may not resonate with you. That's just fine. You might even find that sort of bits and pieces fit. Take whatever messages feel right. Those are the ones that are going to be meant for you. Also, we are going to draw an energy card at the end of this read. Oh yeah, I'll tell you exactly what I see in these cards already. Especially in this webbed card, I see there is some sort of lie, some sort of dishonesty, something that somebody is building. It's like an image or a life, but it's not authentic. It's not true. It's like spinning a web of lies. This is the thing that I get in here. This is like something somebody is really truly wanting to manifest. It's like they're hiding it though. They're hiding what they want to manifest. Why are they hiding what they want to manifest? Like they're protecting themselves. They're protecting themselves, protecting their heart. Not Fortune's Wheel. You know, they are, oh, and that would make sense. This person's actually worried about what people around them would think of them trying to manifest this in their life. It's like their Wheel of Fortune to them, it turning their idea of happiness, their idea of abundance in their life is not, it doesn't really jive with what the people around them think. It's what's authentic to them might offend others. So they're afraid. They're really afraid of being able to do this thing they truly want to do. And so they're like trying to live their life a different way. But I can see like it's bothering them, like it's eating them up. It's not fulfilling. Whatever this is, it's really getting to this person because it's not true to them. Also, they're having to lie. And this person, whoever this is somebody who does not enjoy lying. They don't enjoy living a lie or lying to people around them. Part of this lie I feel like too is like, I feel like if they live it, somehow it'll make it true, somehow it'll make it easier. Is they're really worried about their true authentic self too, is what I see in these cards. Not only about what other people will think of them, but also what that means for their life to fully embrace their authentic self. What it means to living in their community, maybe career, like their entire life. They're not entirely sure what it means to fully embrace this side of themselves. So there's a part of them that's hiding this, not just from the people around them, but from them too. Because there's a part of them that wants to be able to be happy with what everybody else does, right? They don't want to be judged. There's like a level of fear. I feel like a level of fear in this too. But change is coming. This truth, it's like fighting to come out. I don't know if this person's going through something in their life where it's like really forcing this issue. Like if we were using a different deck, like the pressure card would come out. It's like pressure, transformation. It's like outside forces that force us to change, a change that we wouldn't have otherwise made for ourselves, but it takes us in a better way. So it's, it's the universe, it's spirit, it's the powers that be, a higher power, God, trying to help push us into where we're destined to go. I feel like this is happening to this person right now. This truth is like fighting to come out. This truth is fighting to be told. This authentic self is like it needs to come out. This person needs to live their true life instead of what other people are expecting of them, or living in fear because they don't know what it means to be their authentic self too. And I see that in this card too. And this guide answers, this surrender card. To me, it reminds me of a butterfly. And you think about how a butterfly changes, how a butterfly transforms. This is what I see in this card. This person needs to transform into their butterfly. And it's like they're destined. They're destined to be able to do that. And in the meantime, they're sort of living like in between worlds. They have like almost one foot in who they truly want to be, and then the other one in what they're trying to be for everyone else. Like shit is completely off balance. I feel like this comes out too in their emotions. So this person's probably going through a very emotional time too. And it probably doesn't take much to set them off too, because they're struggling so much on the inside. As sort of, it doesn't leave a whole lot of reserve to handle any stresses that happen in life. And I see in these cards too, there's a need to be one's royal self, right? This person needs to be their authentic self, embrace their true self that they're trying to hide from. I have the sneaking suspicion that their true self is gonna like refuse to stay hidden. Like it's just not gonna be hidden anymore. Like this is coming out whether they like it or not. And so embracing it is gonna get them the best results rather than trying to hide it and trying to stuff it down, still this web of lies for like as long as absolutely possible. Like it's time to just let go. It's time to embrace what this truly is. And I do feel like they're going through a time where they're feeling lost too. And being their authentic self, there's something about it. There's something about it that they find scary. There's something about it that's very unknown. So to me, I wonder if they aren't sort of feeling very isolated, like if this is something about them that's not common to a lot of people, and maybe seeking out a community of people who are the same way would help to give them the support that they need to fully embrace it, because they feel like on their own, this fear of judgment from possibly family, definitely community and those around them is big. And I feel in this Watcher's card a need to sort of surround themselves with like-minded people, to surround themselves with a support system so that no matter what goes on in the rest of their community and the rest of their life, they have a little core support group. People who have been through what they've been through, people who understand, people who can offer advice and emotional support. And again, many masks. And that's what I was feeling too with this right from the first card. This person is like wearing a mask. This person is not living their authentic self. They're trying to be what other people want them to be. And this Winter's Dream card, this is part of this person's, so what I was feeling, whatever it is that they're going through right now, whether it's some sort of a loss, some sort of a big change. It's part of what's brought this really very much to the surface. And it might be because maybe they've gone through like a loss and losing somebody close to them, but their emotions have become extremely raw. And so normally, somebody would have those reserves trying to hide whatever, who they were putting lots of effort into. I don't feel like it's there. The reserves aren't there. Yeah, things are very raw. It's very easy for this to come to the surface now. They don't have a lot of energy to try and suppress it. Maybe that's part of why it's fighting to come forward now. And this is a time for this person to embrace their true authentic self. I do feel like there is a higher power at work trying to create a situation in a way that is going to allow this person to sort of come forward, allow this truth to come out. Like it's time. It's time for this truth to come out. I do feel like they need to seek out individuals who are like them, individuals who can help support them in their journey. And I see a lot in this perfect storm too, right? This is like everything happening for a reason, everything coming together just so. Is like this truth, whatever this truth is for this person, their authentic self, is like it has to come out. Whether people around them like it or not, no matter what their fear is, it's like it's pushing. Now is the time. For some reason, the powers that be have decided that now is the time for this person to come forward and to start living their true self. See, and that would make a lot of sense. I do believe this person's lost somebody in their life, and it was somebody they drew strength from before. It was somebody, I feel like if anyone in their life would have stood by them and supported this transformation, this truth coming out, it would have been this person. And this is why these feelings are so raw. They feel like they lost that like one true connection they could count on during this time. So we'll grab a few more cards here. And this is it too. So this person is grieving. This person is heavily grieving. They're going through this Winter's Dream. They're going through this very cold period in their life. Like I said, their emotional reserves are very, very little. And that is a lot of what's pushing this to the surface too, is they don't have it in them to keep hiding. They don't have it in them to keep up with the lying, to try and hide who they are, because I feel like they've had to lie to a certain extent. I feel like they've been doing this for a very long time. Like whatever this truth has, this person has known it deep down inside for a very long time, probably since childhood. Like I said, whoever they've lost, I don't know if that person knew this truth or if it was openly said, but there is a connection that whoever that person is, that person would have supported them throughout this change. That person would have supported them throughout whatever this transition is. Now, Magician card. To me, he's always encouragement. It's almost always encouragement to believe in oneself, to believe in your ability to manifest the life that you want, to manifest the success that you want. This person, to manifest this King of Pentacles energy, it is all about self-confidence. It is all about success, generosity, and kindness. I feel like this is this person's self who they're going to coming into this King of Pentacles energy by being able to embrace their true self, whether other people like it or not. And I feel like this Queen of Wands energy is someone who's not going to like it. I feel a negative energy coming off of her. I feel like she's somebody who's gossipy, who might be extremely angry, that all of this goes on or has something really nasty to say. I feel like there's a need to sort of set aside what these people feel to be able to be true to oneself here. And to manifest the future that's important to you. For this person to be able to manifest what's true to them, not what other people think they should do or how other people think they should live. We do have the Hanging Man here. He represents the only thing that can hold you back from success in life is you. And this is the same thing, is this person has not been able to live their authentic life so far because they've chosen not to. Because they've chosen to hide. And they have had reasons. They have definitely had reasons for doing what they're doing. But it's still a choice. It's a choice that somebody's making, that fear of judgment, that fear of ridicule, that fear allowing them to hold themselves back from moving forward. I feel like there's someone who is ragingly judgy in their life. And this Queen of Wands is representative of that energy, because she can be very gossipy. She can be a real bitch. And I feel like that's exactly who this is. This is like, this person is the main reason why we've kept this to ourselves, why we don't want to speak out. This person's judgment is like mean, extremely mean. And now we've lost this one soft energy that we had. This person is extremely torn. I see that in the Nine of Swords, and with this Five of Cups as well. But this Five of Cups is more reflective of the grief of the loss, whereas this Nine of Swords is more about what's going on the inside and being true to themselves, being able to overcome the fear. All of those swords represent the fear. Being able to not be overwhelmed by it, to come into their Emperor energy. Because for this person, it is going to be coming into that Emperor energy, that divine energy, their true self, their authentic self. That Emperor is representative of who they truly want to be. When they close their eyes and they envision their most successful version of themselves, their happiest version of themselves, that's their Emperor energy. And this is a time to come forward into it. And I do believe that Spirit is there with them along this way. This is something that Spirit would like them to do for themselves, because it's going to help to give them that emotional release, not having to live in fear anymore, fear of ridicule, and then having to live their life in a way that's not true, in a life that isn't fulfilling. This is finding their own emotional fulfillment by embracing their Emperor energy, by embracing who they truly are. That King of Cups is all about emotions. It's about emotions. This person having to sort through their emotions, being able to heal emotionally, being able to embrace so that they're not living in this fear anymore. Each of these suits represents a different side of ourselves. The self-confidence, that emotional fulfillment side. And I do believe there is a divine reason that all of this came about. I do believe that it's just time for this person to come forward. It's time for this person's true authentic self to come out. This truth is like fighting to come out. This person's true self. That's like, and in this Lovers card, I don't see romantic relationships. I don't. What I see is the connection they had with that person that they lost and how deep that emotional connection was. So I don't feel that this card is sexual. I don't feel like this card has anything to do with romance. This card is all about that deep connection that they shared with somebody who's now on the other side of the veil and who is now encouraging them to move forward and live their authentic life. That's where they're going to find their Ace of Swords, their triumph in being true to themselves. Definitely not an easy choice to make. And that Queen of Wands, she's not going to make it easy either. I can see that in the cards too. She's going to have something to say. But if this person wants this happy life, if they want to set down sort of this Four of Wands here, this solid foundation, they have to do the groundwork. And the groundwork is being honest with themselves. The groundwork is being honest with other people, communicating their truth out to the world, embracing their truth. No fear, no shame. This is who they are. This is who they truly are. And if people don't like it, setting those boundaries. Setting those boundaries. If you don't like it, you don't have to be around, but you don't get to treat somebody like crap because of their inner truth. I do feel they're going to have to set boundaries with that Queen of Wands. Whoever that Queen of Wands is in their life, this person's going to wind up having to set down the law with this person. Yes, and that's what I see in this spread too. It is time for this person to start a new beginning. It's time for a new cycle of abundance in their life. It's time to follow their passions, their authentic self, and to move on and move forward and build a new legacy. Build a legacy that's true to them. That is what I see in the Ten of Pentacles, abundance and legacy. It's like, what do you really want in your life? When you get to the end of your life and you look back, what are you going to regret if you didn't do? Are you going to regret that you didn't live your authentic life? Are you going to regret that you didn't take certain risks and certain chances? This is something that they're going to have to ask themselves. And I do believe that it's time to do this. It's time for this person to come out and be who they truly are, to allow this truth to come forward, to not hide it from other people. It's time to speak their truth. And in that, I do believe that it's actually going to help them to heal and move forward from this loss too. I actually feel in them speaking this truth and coming out with whatever it is, allowing it to come forward and be their authentic self. It's actually going to give them a deeper connection to the person that they lost. Because I feel that they're going to know that they made that person proud by not hiding anymore, by not being afraid, by being able to be who they really are and to truly love themselves. I do feel it's going to deepen that connection, even though that person's on the other side. I feel like it's going to deepen their connection together. All right, guys, I'm going to grab an energy card for this read. We had one that wanted to stick in my hand. Tiger's Eye, perfect. Overcome your fears. This isn't easy. This isn't easy for this person. This person is struggling with this for years. And now they're going through this loss where they lost somebody who would have been a huge support system to them. But it's like that person is still there on the other side. And it sort of reminds us that time on this earth is short, right? How do you want to live it? Do you want to live the next however many years for somebody else and somebody else's idea of how you should live or who you should be? Are you going to regret that when you get to that end of your life and you're right at the end, they're ready to pass over, you're going to be like, fuck, I wish I just would have been myself. I wasted so much time. And this is something that someone's going to have to find for themselves. But I do believe that this truth wants to come out and that this person who they lost wants them to live their true life too. And is coming forward in this read to say so too. This is what all the cards are saying. Now is the time to live for you. Now is the time to live your authentic self. Alrighty guys, I hope that you enjoyed the read. If you did, please hit that like button, that subscribe button. It definitely helps the channel out. Take care, guys.